Welcome to India, the tiger state and the world's most dynamic country. Located on the Asian subcontinent, India is a rapidly growing emerging economy. You might think it is a big mix of holy cows, masala curry and Hinduism. It isn't. India itself has more than 200 religions, more than 5,000 gods and many more languages, all spread across 7 union territories and 29 states. In fact, discovering India entirely is almost impossible. After the market-based economic reforms in 1991, the country became one of the fastest growing major economies. It is considered a rapidly industrializing player as part of the BRIC states.
India is so diverse that in one day you will experience numerous situations. Let's start in an overcrowded city we just spoke of, Mumbai or Bangalore, where just like this poor donkey, you would be stuck for hours in the traffic jam until you finally catch a bus and travel to some less noisy places. Your journey will lead you through blossoming tea fields, along thundering waterfalls and breathtaking mountains. There, paddy fields around you. That means that the village can't be far anymore. Once arrived, you could take a rickshaw and go to one of the markets where the locals sell chilies, spices from all over the country, bananas, mangoes, or onions in slightly different sizes from what you might know, depending on what you need. Time to find a place to stay, maybe here or there. Let's settle here. Refresh, eat something, and go to sleep.
Kerala is located on the Malabar coast. With not even 40,000 square kilometers, it is the smallest Indian state in the southwest region. Surrounded by Karnataka in the north and northeast, Tamil Nadu on the east and south, and the Lakshadweep Sea on the west.
Kerala, this little strip of land on the edge of India, is often referred to as God's own country. It's indeed a bit of heaven on earth. The countryside is characterized by the coconuts, such as the trees itself, just the nuts, or the ropes they make from the fiber. Life here used to be mainly about farming and enjoying the nature. But soon, the uncontrolled tourism emerged and wanted to offer the joy in God's own country to many, causing the less favorable effects of mass tourism.
Let's go back to the 90s, where Kerala had only little foreign direct investment and unemployment was high. Tourism was, and still is, promoted to be one of the economic success models of the state. However, local people or communities weren't benefiting from tourism and were mainly exposed to disadvantages. For years, the NGO Kabani the Other Direction has been fighting against the negative effects of mass tourism on the environment and on the people. The river Kabani is flowing into the opposite direction compared to all other rivers in Kerala, and as such is Kabani's approach, aiming at a different form of tourism.
Tourism with Kabani is really different from what I used to think. It helps me learn about the cultures and practices of people from other countries. I'm also able to tell them about our Indian traditions. Sometimes they also come and work with me in the kitchen, and they really want to learn our style of cooking. I'm really looking forward to welcome more guests. Kabani is a social venture promoting community tourism with grassroots organizations and villagers in numerous parts of the country. In villages, locals are generally working long hours for only little pay. In contrast to big hotel and tourism chains, the social business aims at creating and distributing value along the supply chain. With Kabani, fair wages are paid at acceptable working hours.
To sum up, a model of tourism has been developed to provide additional income for local people, which helps to develop community fund that allows sustainable village development. Kabani is supporting rural micro-enterprises and organic farming in areas such as waste management, training of employees and access to the market. Therefore, it offers a unique approach to tourism, where visitors will feel the spirit while enjoying a memorable and authentic stay that benefits the host community.
My name is Sajna. We have a few homestays here in the village and they get a lot of benefits, especially for children, as they are able to interact with people from other cultures and learn a lot. I personally work as a guide here in this program of Kabani, and I'm able to explain to the guests about the history and the attractions in my village.
For more than 5 years, Kabani has been offering accommodation at farmers' houses called homestays. Our people and the programs are set amongst green hills, banks of unique backwaters, serene beaches, the wild jungle and undulating paddy fields, offering different landscapes and lifestyles. Traveling with Kabani means visiting coastal communities, local producers and experience the Indian way of life. You will soon learn why people here are proud of their land.
Hello, my name is Radhamani. Wayanad jillile Modakkara village.
This is my place at Wayanad. A lot of tourists come here and I make all arrangements to make their stay here beautiful. There are a lot of birds here and the guests enjoy watching them a lot. As a guide, I update them about every beautiful thing here, like the streams, the flora and fauna, and about the medicinal plants and how we make Ayurvedic medicines out of them. I love my land, and I want many more people to come and experience the beauty of this place. We work as a people-oriented business venture. Most of the money you spend will remain in the villages and support social causes. Almost all the services and goods available here are from the villages, which strengthens the rural economy. While you're spending your holiday with Kabani, you become a catalyst of change. A true learning experience is waiting for you.
Hello, I'm Daniel, Community Coordinator for Kabani Community Tourism Services.
It was about 6 years ago that Kabani started community tourism in a village at Wayanad in Kerala, and we here gained a very good experience. Let me tell you that this tourism is not only giving economic benefits to homestays, but also contributes a portion of the revenue to the village development. I personally look forward to this project, that it may be extended to many more villages in the country. But where does your money go? Your money will help to realize community projects that benefit the lives of people like your homestay hosts. An example: for 1,000 rupees you pay to Kabani, 60% go directly to the hosts and their families, which can then be spent for education of the children and the improvement of their accommodation in the long run. 25% go directly to Kabani to develop new community projects, such as adding new villages to our network, to provide training sessions to locals, and to develop efficient marketing campaigns. 15% go directly to Village Development Fund, which aims at developing local infrastructures. It helps to develop sustainable activities such as micro-enterprises and other entrepreneurial initiatives. We believe in personal capacity enhancement and skill development for local communities. Our service providers, such as guides, drivers, and homestay providers, are trained to provide you with the best possible service.
Choose Kabani for your journey to India and discover it in a way you could have never had with a standard way of tourism. Cultural exchange between the host and guest will be at the heart of the program. Staying with local communities on the countryside and experiencing the Indian way of life as close as possible, whilst also traveling to the most picturesque areas and sites of the country in a socially responsible way. Travel with Kabani and become a catalyst of change. Make your Indian journey an incredible experience.
Never again. I can't look in your eye no more, except when I play my fiddle. We've been walking home together, an irritating silence with us. May you've lost yours, may I've lost mine. A dark silence in us. Shot a bird to death. I can't really remember when it happened. Maybe it started with Kirsty. There are lives we all live in. We all got to leave what we left. May you've lost yours, may I've lost mine. May you've lost yours, may I've lost mine. Really miss you, but we'll never hook one. I really miss you, but we'll never hook one.